We have gotten a long period where it's not going to get in the 90s again. I just looked at the European model, which will go out 240 hours or 10 days, and it stays in the 80s.
All right.
I like that. And you were just saying you like the 80s.
Hey, I'm happy with anything but the 90s right now. Okay, we've had too much of that.
I see no 90s in our future. Take a look at how today's shaped up. Looking out over Sarasota Bay, what a gorgeous day it was. If you were lucky enough to be taking that bridge out to the island and enjoying our beaches or out on one of those boats, absolutely stunning weather. It's going to be even drier and milder on Monday and Tuesday. Across the state, the key to all this is the drier air mass that's been blown over us from a front that's now down over the Florida Strait. And you can see dew points. The relative humidity is based on our dew point. And if it's in the 70s, it's kind of sticky, but in the 60s, now that's more comfortable. When it gets in the 50s, which it will do tomorrow morning and the early part of tomorrow, it will be very comfortable and it'll rebound slightly, but we're not going to have our dew points going back up into the 70s anytime soon either. So I think you're going to like the weather overall this week. And it's a beautiful evening in progress, too, across the Sunshine State with temperatures in the 70s in most places, but a nice cool 61 at Gainesville, and the same at Tallahassee, Panama City, 64 degrees. In our viewing area, temperatures have cooled off into the 70s. In most places, we'll get into the 60s overnight under the influence of that drier air. And the reason for that is that cold front that now stretches down through the Florida Strait. You can kind of see it there in this visual satellite picture before the sun went down. And we also see that the clouds associated with Hurricane Matthew have now moved offshore. That storm is out to sea, will no longer threaten anyone. And fortunately, it's over, but not before dumping near record rainfall and record rainfall in some places through the Carolinas. When that moisture came in around the low, it was just pushed up slope. In orographic lifting is the meteorological term. It was lifted by the terrain and wrung out all that moisture right along the sweet spot as it moved up toward the Piedmont. And multi-inch rainfalls down there, just unbelievable amounts, mainly east of I-95 here, 8 inches here. Florence, just east of Florence, 11 inches. A lot of the rivers and streams across North Carolina are in critical flood stage and will take days, if not weeks, to come back down. Look at this, a foot of rain fell just to the south and east of Fayetteville, almost a foot to the northeast. Raleigh, Durham, the streets were flooded, up to 5 to 6 inches of rain fell there. And it was also very heavy rainfall far away from the center of the hurricane, right across southern and central Virginia. Richmond got almost 8 inches of rain, and that stretched all the way into the Delmarva Peninsula. But the good news is high pressure is replacing, this is what's left of Matthew, across the region, and that means no more rain for them. The rivers and streams can subside. Here's our futurecast showing Tropical Storm Nicole also moving out to sea. No problem for us. We're in the dry northeasterly flow for the balance of this week. This is a 2-day forecast right now. It looks like things are moistening up a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see any rain, more than a 10 or 20% chance of rain in earnest for the next several days. Here's our weather headlines then. We're calling for it to be milder and drier. It's going to be spectacular weather, at least tomorrow and Tuesday, and you're probably going to like it all week too, with low chances of rain or non-existent rain chances. Here's the forecast for the open waters. Winds northeast 15 knots. Great boating weather, seas 2 to 4 feet. Temperature at the beach will be 85. The water temperature 83. And our forecast for tonight, great night. Fair and milder, low 66. It's been a long time since I've been able to give that kind of forecast. And the 7-day outlook shows we'll be just about as cool for Monday night into Tuesday. Just 10-20% chance of rain for the next several days as we stay in the 80s, just like you like it, Adam.